It's a great pleasure to have again Hitweek here in Los Angeles, and it's a pleasure to have Enzo Mazza, the president of Italian Music Federation, Francesco and Marco Mengoni. What is the meaning of Hitweek? It's a simple, genial idea, exporting music from Italy to United States, that became a musical project 4 years ago, thanks to the idea of Francesco Del Maro, the support of the Italian Music Industry Federation, of the National Agency of Youth, and some important private sponsors like Puglia Sounds.
Hitweek is just the perfect format and the perfect initiative for us to showcase the importance and the greatness of these new Italian singers. It's also very important to underline that the Italian Trade Commission is organizing this with the Ministry for Economic Development, and that's precisely because for us, music is a very special, very important economic resource, in addition to being a part of our cultural heritage.
How much is television affecting what's going on in terms of Italian music today?
Talent shows become a very interesting part of the business since many years now, and in particular they attracted interest from, first of all, from the public, because there was a very successful shows, and they came after a while where music has been totally removed from TV for many years, apart from the national wide, very well-known Festival di Sanremo, and the talent shows become famous because they promoted new artists coming from popular music, in particular the Italian pop music.
How much do you go after for that TV exposure, particularly in Europe?
Well, let me backtrack a little bit about my fabulous experience with Il Volo, which came to me because of my friendship with Tony Rennis. Il Volo were 3 individual tenors who competed in a show called Ti lascio un canzone, and they all came in one day with O Sole Mio as their song for the TV show. The showrunner said, no, I don't want O Sole Mio 3 times on the show. If you guys want to be on the show, you're a group. And I was there for the finale, which was an incredible experience. I went to Rome for the finale and attended it with Tony. An amazing experience for me to see that and feel what it felt like in the room.
Is the Italian sound changing? What can we learn from Italian records?
The people that I work with, American artists, English artists, are actually huge fans of 1960s and 70s records and soundtracks. And I am too, and so we bonded over those kind of sounds, which, sometimes they even ask me, like, like, for example, a singer like CeeLo Green, he was like really surprised that there were no Italian musicians really, embracing that kind of sound, which is really very respected everywhere but in Italy, I guess.
American music travels the world. That becomes the model. There's ethnic music all over the world, but everyone wants to do the American sound because the American sound travels the world. So if we mention Modugno, that was one 55 years ago, and it was brilliant, and it was unique. But everyone imitates. So what are they imitating? They're not imitating Albano. They're imitating something else. That's the American music. And with so much of it, it's like being glib and not saying anything. Everyone could be on YouTube. But how much time are you going to waste trying to find someone that's good? So the priority should always be good. And then if you're going to be uniquely Italian, then you're not going to travel outside your country in sound, in approach.
I mean, the strange thing about Italy is that it is one of the few countries that people buy new records from older established stores, that it is a very loyal audience, but because of that loyalty, it's harder for the younger artists to break through, as much as we're seeing singles here and there. They're fans of people in their 50s, 60s, and 70s, which is a great thing.
Unfortunately, there's still a reverence for the older. Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
So 2013 is the year of Italian culture, but for us, 2013 is the year of Marco Mengoni.
E mentre il mondo cade a pezzi, io compongo nuovi spazi e desideri che appartengono anche a te, e che da sempre sei per me l'essenziale. Io non accetterò un altro errore di valutazione, l'amore è in grado di celarsi dietro amabili parole che ho pronunciato prima che fossero vuote e stupide.
It's a main target for Italy to promote the Italian music abroad. In particular, there is a strong cooperation between the government of Italy, the music industry, and the Trade Commission here in LA to promote and export the Italian music into the US market.
Il mondo cade a pezzi, io mi allontano dagli eccessi e dalle cattive abitudini e tornerò alle origini, attorno a te che sei per me l'essenziale. L'amore non segue le logiche, ti toglie il respiro e la sete.
And music that really not only resonates in Italy and the US, but really around the world. And I think that hearing the speakers tonight and hearing the great performance tonight really encapsulated the beauty of the music and the strength.
Mentre il mondo cade a pezzi, io compongo nuovi spazi e desideri che
The idea was, since the beginning, was to build a bridge between Italy and United States using Marco Mengoni, Hitweek, and all these artists as our excuse to present the Italian music industry to the American market. Italian music industry that, from our point of view of the Trade Commission, is a business-related affair, is not only a cultural-related affair.